This is how we get the Sorceress special ability where we can get an enhanced skill. So we are going to have to go over here to Ice Hal Taiga. So going over the map on where this is like basically the bottom left corner over here. So we go over here, talk to this guy, and he's going to give us a little quest here. I'm going to skip out on the combo, but we're going to have to recover the Forgotten Codex. Let's go ahead and go over how to get the Forgotten Codex. It's relatively easy though. All of these quests should be like 5 to 10 minutes long, depending on how much mobility your character has in the game. So let's go ahead and go into the Lost Archives. We'll find the thing and we'll complete it. And I'll show you and explain how the special enchantment skill system works. It's basically, it's almost like a Path of Exile Ascendancy. Like some classes are a little bit different than others. It's like you have to do kind of a special quest. And you can sometimes, depending on the class that you're playing, choose a specialization for whatever you want to go for. What it's going to do is it's going to enhance one of our skills.
I'm not ready yet.
Some are better than others for sure, but everything's subject to change. So we'll just make our way towards... Oh, there's a channeling. Nice.
I'm not ready yet.
So we get to go fast. We have a vanguard over here. So we have to slay 2 of them. There's unlimited mana. This is going to be real fast. So you can see we got 1 down. And the other one over here.
I'm out of mana. I'm not ready yet.
Wait for our mana to go up. And bam, just like that. Now it says recover the Forgotten Codex. Where's that? Well, let's just keep on going deeper. You can see that there are 2 things over here. Now some of these, they will be dungeons, and you can complete the dungeon. And honestly, you might as well since you're already over here. However, if you just want to do like the specialization, then you may not need to, depending on which class it is. Like the rogue quest, you don't have to finish the dungeon. Oh, we got another channeling. That's pretty lucky. So we have to find the codex. So now this over here is a box.
I'm not ready yet.
Let's grab this. We got it? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got a nice long walk. Now, as far as I'm aware of, you can't pick up 2 of the boxes at the same time. Okay, so here we're just going to complete this. There it is. Click on it. There we go. And now we have to return. The guy's at the entrance over here. Now, if you want to go ahead and complete this, there's 2 of these things that you can turn in, and then you can fight a boss. It's just basically like every other dungeon. But we're here just to complete the special quest to get your enchantment unlocked for the Sorceress. And I believe you have to be a certain level to do this. I don't think you can do it at the very, very start. Like, you can't just be level 1 and be like, I want to enhance. I believe it's level 15. It can vary by class, but as soon as you see that, if you check your quest log, that'll be in priority quest. This one says level 1+, but sometimes it might not be like super accurate. I know like the Druid one's not accurate, as well as the Necromancer one. It says you can do it at level 1, but you can't even unlock Golem until you're 25 anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but... Alright, so now we gotta walk all the way back over here.
I need time to do that.
And I'll explain how the system works once we can get our Enchanted skill. And now we'll have a lot more mobility if I want to choose like Teleport as our dodge ability. So there we go, just go left. Now, there is a waypoint there. Depending on your load speed, sometimes it could be faster just to TP out, but because of servers sometimes loading into town, sometimes you may get stuck in queue. So let's skip this convo. And we're not done yet. We got to go to the abandoned shack. So let's go ahead and do that. So what do we? It's about 5 minutes for a quest. Yeah, these quests are relatively quick. But if you want to, by all means, complete that dungeon. It's totally up to you. It's time efficient, but for the sake of the video, we're skipping out on it. So we have to light all of these. All the elements. Fires are lit.
Looks like some of these pages are damaged. No matter. I can infer the meaning from context.
Are you sure that's wise?
I refuse to let caution keep me from the secrets of this book. I've come too far. Oh, great powers of the elemental forces, guardians of the hidden gates. I call to you in the names of the divine and infernal powers that you would hear us and obey. That should do it. You have to take a firm hand with these spirits.
Okay.
Something is wrong. No.
I'm gonna kill some demons. It's just super easy.
I'm low on precious mana.
Okay. The hydras are just so good. Okay.
I don't.
Skip on the convo. And there it is. The quest is complete. So, let me go ahead and explain, after playing many more hours of the Sorceress, a much better guide for the enchantment system and how it actually works, and what are some of the better ones to go ahead and select. So, in order to first off activate your enchantment, you just open up your skills over here, and what you're going to do is you're going to show where the skills are available if you want to. You can technically run certain skills even if they're not equipped. You can benefit off of the enchantment system. So, starting right off, let me go over one that is very important and actually will open up the doors for a lot more potential. So, first off, what is an enchantment? An enchantment is basically getting a super version of the skill. It's going to make it completely different, or it can actually add a lot more utility for your build. And certain things and interactions will actually stack with them. So first off, let's go ahead and explain how we actually use them. So you take whatever skill that you like, and you just drag it over to your enchantments, and then now we'll have this bonus over here. So I'm running a Chain Lightning build right now. So what does the enchantment do on Chain Lightning? It's going to make it so Chain Lightning forms automatically after spending 100 mana. I don't even have to cast Chain Lightning to get the Chain Lightning to actually come out. So you can see it just came out. I didn't even cast it. It's just because if I use 100 mana, it's going to cast that Chain Lightning. Now, I want to go over some rules that's very important for anyone that's playing a Sorceress. So, first off, your enchanted skill will not be a basic version of Chain Lightning. It will be the enhanced one via your tree. So if you invest any other bonuses into, let's say, Chain Lightning, all of these will work, as well as the legendary powers will work, whatever, you have with Chain Lightning or whatever skill it's talking about. The enchantment does use the powered version of it. So you can feel free to go ahead and try to choose the one that actually fits with your build, because you will get the benefit. I know in Diablo 3 at some points with the Wizard Spike, the Frozen Orb, will cast a just basic version. It wouldn't scale with your character properly, or if you run the Stormcrow helmet, it wouldn't shoot like a fireball that was a good fireball. It'd just be like a basic one that wouldn't be like enchanted. Okay, so that's important. The other thing I want to mention is you can actually get the benefit of the ability without even having the skill equipped. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So Firebolt over here is actually one of the best enchantments in the game. So the enchantment effect makes it so direct damage from skills applies a additional set of burning damage over 8 seconds. So if I enchant this one, all of my abilities, all of them, okay, will actually create a burn effect. Let me go and show you guys, and I want to show you guys an example of this real quick. So if I was to use, let's say, my Ice Blades here, if it hits the enemy, that one just died too fast. Okay, we'll have to get an enemy that doesn't die instantly. Let's use, for example, Spark. Okay, let's just use Spark here. And remember, I do not have that ability equipped in the enchantment. I don't have Firebolt, okay? So if I hit the enemy, you will see that it will be taking burn damage. Now, why is that important for any build? Now, there are really cool things, and I'll talk a little bit about them in a second, but this is actually one of the best enchantments because when something is actually burning, let me get out of the way so this guy stops hitting us. So when something is actually burning, there is a talent node towards the very end over here, where if you kill a burning enemy, it increases your mana regen by 10%. There are also items in the game where it's going to say, while fighting a enemy that is vulnerable, or it has all these conditions met, whether it's burning, vulnerable, frozen, chilled, you can get that benefit off of maybe the enchantment. So it opens up the doors for a lot more builds. It's actually one of the coolest hero-like specializations in the entire game is this enchantment system. Read all of them and kind of decide which one you may actually want. Spark is actually really good too to get crackling energy if you're playing any build that can actually do crit. Lightning is going to be very strong in the actual game because you can't really scale too much crit in the beta because you're limited to items that have like 2% crit. But for the most part, read all of these. I'll go over the ones that I think are going to be the most important ones, but keep in mind the beta is subject to change. So I really like this Chain Lightning one because I'm playing Chain Lightning, but this one, don't sleep on just having this enchantment for extra mana regen, or whatever the case may be for whatever build that you want to actually go for. Now, another thing I wanted to mention is that anything that does modify a skill can modify your enchantment systems as well. So let me go ahead and show you guys teleport, for example. So teleport makes it so your evade, the little dodge that you do. Let me go ahead and actually do the dodge real quick. So this is like the normal dodge, right? You just dodge out of the way. That is actually going to be replaced by teleport. Now, if I have extra charges on teleport, will that actually work? So if I go ahead and throw this on. Now, in town, it's actually going to go back if you aren't allowed to teleport, because you can't teleport in town. It will not let you teleport in town, if you're wondering. But I can still, look at this, I can teleport 3 times now. So, as far as the enchantment system, it is absolutely amazing for potential with the game in terms of your different builds. So read all of them. And just as a heads up, you cannot enchant a legendary superpower, or what are they calling, the elite skill, if you want to call it. The ultimate is what it's officially tagged as, but you cannot enchant those, at least as of right now. But once you are level 30, which you can't get in the beta, you do get 2 enchanted skills. So I would say most people will definitely want to try to consider the enchantment for the Fireball. Another really good one is going to be Flame Shield. If you're doing a world boss, I'm sure some of you guys maybe tried Ashava. When you get poisoned, you melt instantly. This enchantment is actually pretty good as well. It makes it so Flame Shield automatically gets casted. Oh, let's get rid of this little guy over here. So it's going to automatically cast. It's basically like a cheat death system. So if you don't know what you want to use and you're like, oh, I kind of have a free slot, definitely look at options for teleport, because you can just move a little bit faster, and Flame Shield. These ones will always benefit your character, but think about theory crafting as well. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the enchantment system. There's how to get it, and kind of have a brief introduction to what you can do with the system, as well as some extra rules. So whatever you have in terms of your legendary powers, this will work with them, which is a really, really cool system. But anyways, hope this guide and video helped you guys out. If it did, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn on the bell if you'd like to see more Diablo 4 content in the future, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and I'm out. Peace.